Hello, America. Dave Hodges here. I'm the host of the Common Sense Show. We are the show that is freeing America one enslaved mind at a time. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, really good to be with you. Well, we have breaking news, and then we're going to let that breaking news evolve into something that's going to hopefully last for generations. And it has to do with our friend Charlie Kirk. And even though the liberals in Congress that jeered the thought of having a prayer for Charlie, or even a moment of silence for Charlie, even those people, without knowing it, Charlie was their friend too. We're going to get into all of that right here on the Common Sense Show as we have a major breaking development. We're brought to you by, in this segment, I Want My Health Back. And I have a personal story to tell you. No, not the one that happened to me 17, 18 months ago, where I was in big, big trouble. And I believe these nanosoma products pulled me out. But recently, last day, over 102 temperature, cold sweats, terrible cough, feeling absolutely horrible, wrapped up in blankets, trying to sweat it out. I had all the signs as well of COVID. Although I wasn't tested, I can't say for sure, but I doubled down on the spray. Maintenance dose is 5 sprays once a day. I did the 5 sprays every hour on the hour, like I did when I was really in trouble last year. And today, no fever, until I've been through something. I feel like I've been taken up to 10,000 feet and dropped, but I'm functional. I'm able to do my job. By the way I'm improving, I'm going to be able to go swimming this afternoon. And I'm telling you, it's the spray. It boosts your immune system. It doesn't cure anything, but it boosts your immune system in ways I've described many times. Vitamin C, vitamin D, nuclear receptors, and lengthening the telomeres all linked to longevity and good immune system functioning. This product is fantastic, and I'll tell you, if I had to choose just one thing to take, I'd do that. And by the way, Daisy Luther, I love you. You are so good, so valuable to people. You've produced so many good shows with me. And I got contacted by a mutual acquaintance, Daisy, and I understand you're not feeling well, and she begged me to bring you this product. You'll be hearing from me today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing from me today, too. This is what you need. Go to iwantmyhealthback.com/Dave Hodges. iwantmyhealthback.com/Dave Hodges. Charlie Kirk was a friend to all. He wanted everyone to be able to have an opinion. He never humiliated anyone for disagreeing. And his main purpose was much like Rousseau, one of the original social contract theorists that we base government on. And Rousseau talked about the importance of citizen participation in government. And he said, if you don't have it, the will of the people can't be carried out. And he's exactly right. When we're not paying attention, right, the wolf is at the door and the wolf comes in the house and starts stealing things. And that's what's happened to America. And Charlie was trying to wake up a whole younger generation that, hey, this stuff is important. This is really important. And I believe one of the reasons that Donald Trump sits in the Oval Office today is because of Charlie Kirk, and Donald Trump believes it too. You know, I've never seen him this moved by a tragedy. There is no other Charlie Kirk. There is no other. Some breaking news. They allegedly, Donald Trump used this term pretty strictly, said allegedly. In fact, he was on Fox and Friends and he said, yeah, I don't want to get us sued, but so I'm going to use the word allegedly. But he said, allegedly, we have Charlie's killer in custody. Okay, that's all well and good, and I want justice done. And I'll tell you, my belief is, even though he was sloppy in his getaway, man was a pro, and I believe this is an organizational hit of some sort. That's my personal belief. Could be, I'll turn out to be wrong, but I mean, it has all the hallmarks. Silencing a voice. Why would you silence Charlie? Because he was waking up young people to get involved. That's dangerous to people that want autocratic power over the populace. That's very dangerous. And I think this is what made Charlie an unlikely target. to one of the top of the line targets. There is no other Charlie Kirk. And even though his alleged killer is in custody, those two beautiful children will never see their daddy coming home again. His beautiful wife will never share passionate moments, love, tenderness. You can't bring Charlie back because you catch the killer. And that's truly the tragedy that just breaks my heart in two. I don't think I've been as moved by such a tragedy for a very long time. I think the last time I had those strong emotions, it was when the space shuttle had its disaster. Every generation has an event like this. Pearl Harbor, JFK assassination, 9/11. 24 years later, it's Charlie Kirk. The one thing I want to put out to everybody, though, there's greatness in all of us. God bestows us with different gifts. And there are 1,000, 10,000 Charlie Kirks potentially there. You don't have to be in the model of Charlie Kirk, but some of you out there have the talent to have the effect of a Charlie Kirk. And he was doing what needed to be done in this country, regardless of your persuasion politically. Get the young people involved, engaged in how we are governed. Only people that argue against that are people with nefarious motives for the misuse of government. And this is truly, I think, the tragedy of Charlie's loss. Charlie's loss, felt by Donald Trump, I think also by J.D. Vance for the future. But as important as that might be, it's nothing compared to his effect on young people. 3,500 colleges had his chapter of Turning Point. Turning Point has made a resolution saying they're going to continue. God bless you guys, and I'll put this out publicly. If there's anything that Dave Hodges and the Common Sense Show can do to help, do not hesitate to call on me. And I've already heard from a few people, not Turning Point, but other people with other influences on this issue. Charlie, thank you. You accomplished more in your 31 years than people even dream about. The fact that they have his killer, the only thing I want to know is not who fired the gun as much is who paid for the bullet. That's what I'm hoping we find out. I'm Dave Hodges, heartbroken, but we must press on. This is the Common Sense Show. We'll see you back here again next time.